Hello everyone, welcome back to another Dokkan battle video. It's your boy Minatsu here, and we have finally done the run. We got the no item run against Broly here. Took me a couple of attempts, and obviously it's been a few weeks since Broly's come out. I think about I'm not even sure, when did he actually even come out, the Broly? I'm not sure when his stage actually released, but yeah, finally Broly is actually defeated with no items with the double LR Super Saiyan God Goku and Vegeta team. And yeah, I got extremely lucky here, obviously, but let's go ahead and talk about it and some of the units I'm running here. So obviously, double Super Saiyan God Goku and Vegeta. I feel like this is the only lead you could use to really no item Broly. They're just so important for the 200% leader skill, the last phase being AGL, the nullification mechanic that they could have, all kinds of things like that. It just really comes down to why I was able to get this run at the end of the day. Plus their active skill is very important as well. Now, I brought the LR Super Saiyan 4s as well. The reason why I brought them, obviously, is very similar to what the God, Goku, and Vegeta reason was. But simply put, their active skill as well is also very, very important. And even though the hardest phase of this event, in my opinion, is the STR AoE phase, them having the active skill is just way too valuable. Them stacking up is way too valuable. Of course, they are they're neck and neck with as the best unit in the game with the LR Super Saiyan gods, so I feel like it's obvious that I have to bring them, especially their turn 1 guard being super valuable is just really important, right? So yeah, I also brought, as you see right here, Tech Kale and Caulifla. Funny enough, obviously they still have their issues, right, but they're not bad. They're definitely good and very runnable. I got 2 dupes in them recently because of the Ginyu banner, so that's honestly one reason why I was able to get this run, because the Tech Count Caulifla having their 60% heal, which will come in clutch, we see later on during the video. Another unit I brought was AGL Super Saiyan 4 Goku. We'll see more of his usage on why exactly he brought him. Obviously, it's mostly for the 3rd phase, and his active skill is super mega powerful for that 3rd phase, right? So right here was kind of, I wouldn't even consider it really a misplay, but definitely it took way more damage from this Broly than I thought I would. This Broly is really, obviously, the way easy part of this fight, right? Compared to these other sections, that Broly is a piece of cake. Speaking of Broly, I ended up bringing Int Broly. Yes, Int Broly, my king. I know for a while I definitely did underrate this Int Broly, I feel like, and especially in the red zone, he's on even more and more of a valuable unit. So in Broly, I brought just simply because of this phase right here. Any other unit probably would have died right there, except for in Broly, in the game even. Just because that in Broly is just going to be so strong for this phase. And this tech phase could really get you, caught out of, could really catch you out of unexpectedness, I guess you could say. It's a weird way to say it, but he can catch you off guard is what I was trying to say, right? That in Broly, also with his amazing link set with super class allies and things like that, he is just definitely very, very important for this phase specifically. His damage reduction against Pure Saint would also work pretty good, even in the last phase. I feel like that would just work out very, very well for you. Because in Broly, we did survive that turn, which is very, very good. And this turn, we obviously just finished off Broly here. There's no way this guy would be able to survive this phase with both of the Super Saiyan 4s and the gods right here. Funny enough, Broly didn't super us right here, but if Broly did end up supering us in the middle slot right here, we would have died. And I was kind of praying Broly, please don't super me. And thank goodness he did not actually super me right there, which is very, very good. Broly did not actually end up supering me. And we get to this phase. Again, this is the hardest phase right here. And luckily, we got Super Saiyan 4 Goku on this turn. Again, his active skill hits super hard against this phase. We almost do almost 1.5 health bars right here against him, which is very, very impressive because this Broly does have a lot of HP and he's very difficult to take down. Right here, I was deciding on what to do, and I feel like the best course of action was to go ahead and transform with the gods. As you see here, we do transform with them into blue. Not only for the nullification mechanic, but because of the active skill. So as we see, we do end up using the active skill here into Blue Gogeta. That does give me the guaranteed crits for the turn, and along with that, I've been stacking up my attack for 6 turns now at this point, as you see at the bottom. So because of me being able to stack up my attack like that, I was able to really do a lot of damage with this blue Gogeta, even more than the Super Saiyan 4 Goku, because again, they have the guaranteed crit. So you see right here, Broly's down all the way to already under 50% HP, which is very good for us. We're able to get a lot of ki with the gods, and we healed up a little within Broly as well. So I put Super Saiyan 4 Goku in the front because I wasn't really too sure if Broly would be able to tank that well, and I feel like having Goku at the end, the last phase, would be much more impactful than Broly. As you see right here, we got the crit with Super Saiyan 4 Goku, which is very good because we were able to easily finish off this Broly here before he was even able to super attack us, which is very lucky Broly didn't super attack us in the first few attacks. Because of that, we get to this turn, and guess what's going to happen in this turn? We have Kale and Caulifla with their fusion, which I'm very glad I had to push them off that turn, where I had in Broly against the Tech Broly phase, because being able to get her fusion off, giving us that 60% heal in this last phase was it's so invaluable, that heal that they have, which is very, very strong. Obviously, I decided to use the fusion here, the active skill again, just because we're already in the last phase. Might as well get this extra damage in there. We're able to take off 2 health bars of Broly already from the start, which is really good, before he even attacks us, which is nice. And then obviously we have the Kale and Caulifla fusion right here, where we're able to get that health recovery. Now right here, I was kind of in a pickle. I was like, okay, do I keep Kale and Caulifla in the final slot, or do I put the God Goku and Vegeta in the final slot? Because I would obviously like to keep God Goku and Vegeta on rotation, just because the linkages they have with the God Goku, obviously them being on rotation would be super powerful. Right there, I was checking how much defense Kefla gets when she attacks. And I feel like overall, I decided to keep Kefla on rotation and push the gods off. The reason why is because all those attacks at the end, I feel like the gods would take those super attacks a lot better than Kefla would, and obviously they would, because of their super attack effects. They have the massive raise in their 18 key, then the great raise in their 12 key super attack. Kefla would have taken, I feel like, way too much damage than I would like, so I feel like having the gods at the back end right there would be ideal. And that's what I basically did. It turns out that he didn't even super attack me in the last phase, so I could have kept the God Goku and Vegeta in the middle, but obviously it's better to be safe than sorry for sure. So I'm still glad I put them in the last slot, because Kefla might have even still taken damage from normals. These guys definitely don't take damage from normals after they super attack, and they're doing still a lot of damage even without any of the, like, you know, godly power links and stuff like that active, right? But we get to this phase. This phase was kind of scary. I was like, oh no, we weren't under 50% HP to get the Super Saiyan 4 Goku active skill, right? Well, not the Goku, the Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta active skill. Then I remembered, oh wait, Broly is under 50% HP himself, right? So we're able to get the Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta active skill after all, with the guaranteed crits there, which is so helpful for us. Obviously, I had no choice but to keep the blue Goku and Vegeta in the first slot. Even though they couldn't dodge, they would obviously be the best unit to tank whatever super attack may come in the first slot, right? Because they have type advantage, they've stacked up their defense for quite some time. And it was honestly kind of scary. I had to grab the physical orbs with them because they're the most damaging unit here. And it's no matter what, I needed them because my Gogeta is only 55%. But the key orbs, we got really lucky right here with the key orbs. And Gogeta being in the middle, getting all the, like, you know, Saiyan Roar active, GT active, all those links definitely powered him up a lot. And you see right here, we almost died. We have like 5,000 HP. We were so close to dying. And Broly, keep in mind, Broly can double super in the turn. He does have the option to take 2 super attacks, which is very, very dangerous, obviously. But because we had both of these guys transformed, we had 2 nullified abilities in the second slot right there. So for all you know, Broly could have been super attacking in one of those 2 attacks right there. But we did nullify 2 attacks with him. He barely lived, but we were able to take double-digit damage thanks to Gogeta getting the double super attack. Super Saiyan 4 Goku with the 10 million attacks that was able to finish out Broly. Very, very close fight, but we ended up getting the win against Broly. Not many times you could really do this. And exactly 16 minutes. Very, very impressive. So I took a screenshot there at the end. I'm going to kind of show off my build. Just to kind of talk about it, my Gogeta is the only 55% unit there. And, you know, he definitely still carried. So Let me know what you guys think. I hope this helps you, if you're deciding to run this kind of team against Broly with items. Thank you all for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace out.